Proportions, and Arbroath's view to a kill came from any vantage point. Even the restless North Sea looked welcoming, but the message for Andy Gorham from the locals missed its target. The Scotland goalkeeper sat this one out because of injury. That meant a place for Ali Maxwell and the restricted view for some Rangers fans. However, there was no flagging from their team. Rangers were ahead in just 13 minutes. It was a sweet move down the left with Brown releasing Robertson. The fullback's cross was tempting, but Hateley's header, sheer perfection. Acrobatic stuff from the Englishman, and no chance for Arbroath goalkeeper Mike Harkness. The dream of Danny McGrain's bearded army was crumbling already, but Walter Smith's blue and white regiment were already planning their semi-final manoeuvres. At this stage, an Arbroath attack was a collector's item, but there wasn't too much wrong with the build-up on this one. Hope was springing eternal for the bearded army. But Rangers had gripped the game by the throat, and it was clear that Arbroath were breathing their Scottish Cup last. The move for the second goal started with the goalkeeper and moved through McPherson and on to Hustra, before Neil Murray, later named man of the match, arrived with a fabulous strike. Rangers have unearthed a quality product through their youth system here. He's supposed to be a stand-in, but they might find it difficult to remove him. 2-0 Rangers, and Arbroath heading for the exit. Of course, there are other ways to kill off your Tennent Scottish Cup presence, like suicide. Big Charlie Adam, who actually had a fine game against Mark Hateley, managed a comic cuts attempt at a clearance, which invited McCoist to take advantage. Invitation refused, and relief for the teddy bear turned beardy. Into the second half, and it's the same old story, the siege of Arbroath. Coming up, a real chance for Hateley, but watch for a superb save from Harkness. At this stage, the Red Lichties actually began to make a real impact, and a badly placed pass back from John Brown put Ali Maxwell in a dilemma. But the goalie simply used his head. Relief for Brown, but just as Arbroath seemed to be getting it right, they suddenly got it all wrong again. Brian Mitchell, in his 10th year at Gayfield, is caught in two minds at the back, and the delay with the pass back is definitely the wrong option. Hustra is in, but Harkness makes the save, illegally of course, from the pass back, and it's a free kick to Rangers inside the box. Hateley though lets them off the hook. And as if to show their grateful thanks, Arbroath created their best chance of the game. The build-up is clever, the shot from Craig Fannin well struck, but Ali Maxwell went about his business superbly. More defensive, Harry Carey. Charlie Adam floors Mark Hateley, and Rangers get the penalty. McCall and Mikolachenko argue about it, but you never guess who took it. Ali McCoist puts Rangers 3-0 ahead. Good attempt by Harkness, but just inches away. There was only really one team heading for the semi-final draw, but that was a matter of little concern to the amazing bearded army. They actually demanded a lap of honour from the team and the man they referred to as God in these parts.
That's what we can beat. That's the type of people they are. The players themselves did Arbroath proud, did me proud, did themselves proud.
What do you think of that draw, Hearts, in the semi-final?
Well, we've had a lot of difficult matches and hard tussles with them over the last few seasons. On the last Saturday at Ibrox there, we've played very well the first half and up to, and Hearts came back in the second half and showed their worth in the second half and scored, and fortunately for us never got another one, but they deserve the success they've had over the last couple of seasons, and they'll be looking for something tangible at the end of it, and I would think this season they'll see the Cup as their main prospect of success.